No free bucks today. Wait, no, don't click off. It's okay. It's okay. There are other things to talk about. There are other things in life to enjoy. Did anybody do their Christmas shopping yet? Because I did tonight. So, I mean, you should too then by that idea. Although you probably should have like 2 weeks ago if you were gonna participate in such a thing. Are your Christmas lights up as well? You know, join our Discord. Show me your best trees. I'm very curious. I actually am. There are also people who play Save the World in there. That's a thing. People llamas are in the shop. Map. Let's go to the venture zones real quick, actually. And as always, it's almost always right after I click on adventures, I think, to show the missions. But I mean, without free bucks, there's not much to overview. I mean, we'll get to the death ray and the hunter killer, and there are a couple of survivor missions. A couple of these are in the exact same mission, which is actually kind of cool. And Stabs with the Third is available. Very, very fantastic weapon. And then the what am I looking for? The Stinger is available. So we'll get to that in a second. But without further ado, we'll check out Battle Royale later. Let's talk about ventures. Shouts to Archer for letting me see these missions. Let's click all the way to the beginning and start with 34 4 players. We got 4x reperk and 4x lightning in a bottle, which is pretty good for the 34 zone. I mean, it's not going to be a ton, but if you're down there in ventures, then those could be missions worth running. Hunter killer, not a fantastic weapon, but good enough, worth checking out if you're curious at all. Video on that, link in the description below, along with the stabs worth and technically by extension the buzz cut, but it's the same weapon as the hunter killer. That is all just one video, hunter killer and the buzz cut. Talk about them at the same time because they are damage wise they're not different, but because of it's a scavenger variant, the buzz cut is cheaper. It's a whole thing. It is a whole thing. So yeah, there's not too much going on here. Support specialist Hawk, pretty okay-ish hero, good for the collection book, worth grabbing. But what gets interesting here is the 108 player. So we have 4x Perkup and 45 Eye of the Storm over here, which is right across the way, but somehow a 124 zone instead of a 108. I'm not certain how they decided to lay this out, but we do have a Sniper Defender, which is a big deal. Sniper Defenders are very powerful. I use them myself in almost every mission, so if you can get one with decent perks, that is very, very nice indeed. I did make a video on defenders, link in the description below. I cover all the defenders down there, why you want sniper defenders, which sniper defenders you want, how to use them. It covers everything. 4x Storm Shard, the 124 player. My phone is buzzing with all these Amazon alerts. They're going through. 4x Eye of the Storm and 369 reperk. Nice. And then I think that's pretty much it for not Twine, but the high zones and ventures. Just, you know, 4x Eye of the Storm and the 144 player, plus 90 lightning in a bottle, and generally decent missions throughout. Yeah, if you can reach these zones on your own or through a friend, these are certainly the ones worth running, not only because they give the most XP, but because they give the best resort. Best rewards. I clicked something on the side and it completely distracted me. All right, in Twine, we do have the Copper Breacher, which is a weapon. We do have the 82 player, the category 4. So, you know, 4x Perkup and 43 lightning in a bottle. If that's something that you want to go grab, you know, Perkup is nice indeed. I recently got myself back over... Oh, never mind. I was going to say I got myself back over 20k, but I must have reperked a weapon. Perhaps it was the Supersonic Slasher. Link description below. 4x Perkup, reperk, not Perkup, in the 94 player. 51 lightning in a bottle as well. And then 4x drops a rain in the 104 player. I don't even think I noted that, but yeah, 4x drops a rain. Pretty big deal. Rain is something we use plenty of. It goes up and down by thousands. I am depleting quickly. I had 12,000 like not that long ago. So just saying, if you don't keep up with your drops of rain, you will run out of it. 4x legendary Perkup in the 108 player. Very good mission indeed. Pretty easy modifiers. You should be able to rush through this no problem multiple times. Deliver the Bomb is the kind of mission that if you are quick and efficient with your tracks, especially if you're playing with a teammate, you can get through that in about 10 or 11 minutes. Very, very quickly indeed. 4x lightning in a bottle in the 108 category 4. Category 4 is less easy to farm, but still a thing. 4x storm shard and 69 lightning in a bottle. Nice. And then in the 108, no, not 108. 116 player is boring, but the 124 player has another 4x drops of rain, category 4 this time, which means we are getting into the 400s of drops of rain. It's been a while since I've queued that one, but a lot of drops of rain for one mission. It takes 200 to max something from 12 to 130, so yeah, that'd be 2 max 130s essentially. 4x Eye of the Storm on the 124 player, plus 75 lightning in a bottle, and then 4x reperk and 205 drops of rain. Once again, that is enough to get something all the way to max. In fact, if I go to any hero and just try to recycle it, I will get 200 drops of rain. So that is that's a good amount for one mission, I should say. Well, the 140 is pretty decent. We do have the Death Ray, which is a mediocre weapon. I'll link its video down below if you're even curious. Maybe you got some time to spare. I'd appreciate you clicking it. 4x legendary perk up on top of 225 legendary perk up. So you know how that 100-ish zone was, worth running before? Yeah, this is like its big brother and is going to give you a lot more. Plus 225 on top of the regular bonus. That's a good mission right there. 4x reperk in the 140 category 4, and then pretty substandard 160s. I mean, we do have 5x reperk and a pretty easy repair the shelter. You could run that a lot tonight, and a 5x Eye the Storm and a retrieve the data, but nothing outlandish down here. So I think I'm going to skip Plankerton. I don't recall if I... Actually, you know what? I always skip Candy. I always cut to Plankerton. I forget about it. Pretty okay-ish missions right out the bat, right out of the gate, right off the bat. Stabsworth the Third is what I wanted to focus on. That weapon, if fluxed, is one of the best swords in the game. You give that thing double attack speed. Paleo Luna is a fantastic combo. I have 2 of them myself, and I would like to get a third potentially. However, the Masamune kind of covers my fire needs in that case. So if you guys want to check out the Stabsworth, link to that in the description below. Very, very, very strong weapon. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, even though it's purple, that one might be worth grabbing. I don't recall anything in Canny really popping out at me other than the 46 4-player, which is what gives the Stabsworth, and then the 58 4-player. It gives, what I said earlier, the 2 purple survivors in one mission. So hey, and it's 4x survivor XP. So if you're in those lower zones and you need some survivors plus XP to power them up, that is a fantastic mission to run. And then in general, just, helium shotgun, Zapatron, Perkup, another purple survivor, which is nice. So pretty okay missions in the 70 zones, and then 75 epic Perkup if you want to go ahead and take down the Canny Valley Storm King. In Plankerton, I don't believe anything seriously stood out. I have the 23 4-player marked off. We do have 4x drops of rain in Plankerton. Always nice to see, because when you're in these zones, those are definitely, drops of rain, something you want to stock up on, along with 4x lightning in a bottle, because both of those are evolution materials. You will be using both of them at roughly the same time. I was going to say the same rate, but you know what I mean. And then the bottom left is a note I have for Stonewood for some reason. There we go. Floor freeze. Again, even though it's blue, it's very easy to get hung up on legendary. Floor freeze is going to freeze an enemy and give you that 20% extra damage regardless, so even a blue copy is still good to grab, especially if you're new to the game, running these missions as like your normal missions. Get a blue floor freeze just to get you started. It's certainly worth a run. And then another 4x drops of rain in Stonewood. Really nice to see. Drops of rain is something we all need, we always need, and is nice to see lots of. I'm double checking my notes to make sure we didn't miss anything. Let's head over to BR. We do have the YULE Trooper available. Thank you again to Archer. I always feel bad just backing out, but he knows the drill at this point. He watches the videos anyway. I don't know what I'm saying. YULE Trooper. This is a new skin to me. I know it's not new. I can actually, I can check with, oh my goodness. So when you have multiple monitors, Fortnite doesn't like to give up full screen, and now I'm just battling with it right now. This is really frustrating. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys, but it's really annoying. Pulling down for the top monitor, and it's fighting me. YULE Trooper, last seen in, or at least released in 2019, come out 5 times, so not a skin I've ever seen before. I've somehow completely missed it every time, but yeah, something to grab if you want a combination of Santa and Ghoul Trooper. And I do believe that is the main thing that came out today. That's the main interesting thing, along with his pickaxe, which is essentially a twig that they decided was 1,200 V-Bucks. I mean, I always like to say use code Mista at your checkout, but that melee doesn't seem worth it to me. The wrap is very cool, though. White and red is a good combo even outside of winter. If you want to get the doggo skin, there you go. All of this is available today and for 24 hours only, or probably more. I don't even know. It says featured for 24 hours, but I'm almost certain he'll be here a little bit longer. Cutie Pie and the gingerbread people are still here, my goodness. And the bundles are still available, as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow, potentially late. I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning, but due to more Christmas shopping and the way that shops are open and how late they stay open, tomorrow's video will likely be late. Probably not a big deal. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's just hope they don't release anything very interesting on the one day that I'm probably going to be late.